Alright. Stick 'em. Stick 'em. No, this is not a rap or a hip-hop broadcast. This is Brews and Views. Starting over again. Week 3, episode 3, whatever you want to call it. I'm Art. We're here with Cliff, my man Just. We're going to just do what we do. I don't know if you listened to the first two. We're a little crazy some of the time, but this is episode 3. Yes. You know, got some topics on the agenda today. Also joined by Just's wife, Kelly. Say what's up, Kelly, in the back.
What's up, Kelly, in the back?
That's Kelly in the back. Engineer Jay Sean with the headphones on.
Yo, what's up?
That giant head of his. Yeah.
Why you gotta do me like that?
That's just how I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you the youngest.
Darts. I'm throwing darts all the time.
You the youngest in the room.
Yeah, you get made fun of. But yeah, we're here for Brews and Views. Right now, I got a Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout. Y'all know I drink the heavy stuff. It's good. It's heavy. It's 11%. And I was pre-gaming, so I'm feeling good.
There you go.
I'm feeling good.
Another great production meeting.
Another great production meeting. Yes, sir. Cliff, what you drinking there?
I'm talking to my good buddy Jack again.
Look, keep him away.
Oh, man.
Leave that dude outside, man. He gotta sit in the special chair. Yeah, he time out.
I mean, he does act up sometimes.
That man had me wilding out last time, man. But that's you do you. Yeah, nigga just got the Redskin mug there.
You know how I do.
Yeah.
It's cool as light in it, but
It don't
it's the
matter.
Redskins mug.
You
know how I do.
Yeah. Well, it's Brews and Views, like I said, episode 3. It's Valentine's Day weekend. So we're going to talk about love, relationships, or whatever. We got Just wife Kelly has some questions for us, so we're going to, see where this takes us,
This should be interesting.
It should be interesting.
It is going to be interesting, but I'm going to start out nice.
Okay, start out nice. You're going to
So does Jack.
wait for the heavy questions later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I've seen this movie before, fellas.
Yeah.
This ought to be...
Is it a happy ending?
Be very careful with your ass.
I mean...
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a drink here. Yeah,
All right.
That's a good one.
Well.
So, my first question,
Uh-huh.
which I'm sure y'all have heard before. Why do you think it's not okay to show feelings or emotions?
Why it's okay to not show feelings or emotions?
As a guy,
As a guy. A lot of women feel sometimes that guys don't show feelings or emotions. Or if a guy do, does it make him weak?
No, but in my personal belief, I feel that's not a male quality to show sensitivity emotions. The emotions that you're talking about, because we all show emotions no matter what gender we are, some sort of emotion. But I think you're asking about how we feel. I don't know.
We only have those conversations with y'all.
Yeah. In the privacy of
Yeah.
the room or while we're by ourselves. We're not going to, like if me, Cliff, and Art are sitting in the room like now, we ain't going to sit in here and break out in feelings and start crying and stuff. It just ain't going to happen.
And we want to remain strong in front of our woman too. Like it could be
That's a good point.
a feeling that we feel that weakens us a little bit.
Yeah.
And a male wants to seem strong in front of his woman.
But sometimes it seems as if you don't have any emotional connection to the relationship. On a woman's end, if we are in a moment, and it's an emotional moment, and you don't show any, sometimes it makes us feel as women, and I can't speak for everybody, but that you don't have no emotion invested in the relationship.
Well, at the same time, can I say that women don't have any logic invested in the relationship?
Good point. Men are logical. That's a good point.
So you're asking stuff from us that we can give but not give all the time, just like we're asking stuff for you to give that you can't give all the time.
I can respect that.
It's like this. Most women are seeing it off of their emotions, off of their feelings. most guys
Seems no logic.
off of logic. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. I don't know why I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat.
It should be give and take. Like, it seems men should open up their feelings or understand their feelings a little more, while women should sometimes try to push the feelings down and think from the situation from a logical standpoint. We're both faltering on our ends of that spectrum.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a war, and in a war, I don't understand your side. You don't understand my side, but it has to be
a common that we eventually try to understand.
Yes.
Or come to a common agreement.
Yes.
But not all women are like that.
No.
I can be emotional,
Mhm.
but I can be logical in the same sense. That don't matter.
But that might be just you.
Well, that's gonna take work anyway.
There's a law of averages that's working here too.
to get to the same point on a given topic, though.
It's true.
There's a law of
There's a law of averages, and for the most part, the majority of women are going to act on their feelings, where the majority of men are going to act on their brain. But in a relationship, both sides need to understand, and which I faulted in this, that yes, I'm thinking analytically, she's thinking physically or feeling wise, and if she's not gonna meet me halfway, then apparently I gotta go 2/3 of the way over there.
Sure.
Just to understand what's going on or what she's feeling.
I think sometimes y'all think that we are not meeting you all.
I think that not sometimes. I think that all the time.
I disagree.
A lot of times we could be meeting each other, but the lines get crossed.
It's on both ends though.
Or blurred.
Yeah.
It's blurred on both
Word,
ends.
yeah, it's better.
Because your emotions are so shut off
Yeah.
that you don't even realize how to address the situation from an emotional point, because they are just null and void. They're not existing in the moment. So how can you expect me to come from a logical point when you can't even meet me emotionally? So either you gonna help grab my hand to bring me to some knowledge, or you gonna take my hand for me to bring you to some emotion. It's always gonna be a blurred line.
And I think that's a discussion that's probably rarely had in relationships.
Yeah.
It's always, I feel this way or I think this way versus vice versa, and nobody's talking about, well, men think this way, women feel this way,
Right.
and we're not meeting in the middle,
Right. Yeah.
So with that emotional question,
Mm-hmm.
sexually, are y'all connected emotionally, sexually?
Depends on how good it is.
Very important.
I mean, I'm sorry, but there are some that's better than others. And if it's not good, then I'm probably not connecting as much as I could or should.
So then at that point, it's
Yeah.
just strictly, I'm finishing.
Yeah.
I need
Yes,
to bust my nut and go on.
because without the emotional connection to your spouse or your mate, the object of the situation is to finish.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
are you saying though that it has to be good in order for men to have an emotional link to
It doesn't have to be, but it helps.
It helps.
Gotcha.
Because you could be in a relationship with somebody and it ain't necessarily the best. It ain't necessarily the worst. But if that's who you with, that's who you with. Now, that's not in my case. Hey, baby. How you doing? But
That snappy nappy over there.
sunshine. And the sunshine.
Yeah.
But you know.
But I mean, it does help. But
I mean, but women, do y'all know women can go years without having an orgasm?
yes, and that's something psychological that y'all have to deal with.
That's our thing.
I hope that ain't in my case.
And look, listen. And I'm sorry.
I mean,
No.
you threw it out there. I was just
But-
saying.
No, I mean, we're just talking about,
Oh, okay.
you know,
But that's just the way nature works. Because if it's easy for a man to climax or come or whatever, then
But an orgasm doesn't mean that a woman hasn't necessarily come.
That's for a man.
It does for a man.
I mean, that's
Unless
the
you're doing some weird tantric stuff where you're not letting loose, so I don't know how it goes. I need to buy a book so I can learn that. But but I understand what you're saying. But it's still easier for a man versus a woman. But that's just how that's how the Bible, that's how the universe was made. That's how God made it. If that's what you believe. And I'm sorry, but so. What can we do to help a female get there? But is that you got more questions?
I was going to go off on a tangent.
Yeah, it was. How many questions you got? Because we can stay on this one for a long time.
It's the mystery of how to get a woman to run.
It's a freaking mystery.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: for a lot of women, it is mental. So for a lot of women, you gotta kind of mentally get out your head. 2. Also, you got to know what your body likes. And how can I help my man get there if I don't know how to get there on my own?
And it really is up to us to ask you what you like versus just getting into it and but that's the whole communication thing.
Yeah, that's
communication, which communication above all else helps a relationship flourish sexually, mentally.
Sidebar.
Yes.
What's the deal with naming stuff better than sex, like the better than sex cake?
It's nothing better than sex.
No, I'm just saying. Because if it was an actual cake, that I'd be baking it every day.
Man, listen. Those are people who aren't having sex. Who are coming up with that crap. That's nonsense.
Man, just think, if you had this better than sex cake, better than sex macaroni. I mean, if that was the case.
Look, my mom can make the hell out of macaroni and cheese. It ain't never been better than sex.
That's what I'm saying, because if that wasn't the case, I'd be in the kitchen every day. Like,
yeah. Like warm apple pie, you know what I mean?
Stupid.
But true.
All right.
Next question.
Question 2, because this is going to go on forever.
Was that, we on question 2 or 3?
This is going to be question 3.
Oh, it's question 3, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
This question is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
What does vagina feel like for men?
Like warm apple pie. Said it in a movie. I can only. I'm done. The engineer extraordinaire is leaving the room because the conversation. Because his mom asked him about vagina. Yeah. I mean,
we lost our engineer for this segment. Yeah.
It is warm.
Mom, you've scarred me for life.
Like I said, it's warm. It's inviting. It feels like
like sunshine.
Look, I ain't even died and went to heaven, so I don't know what that feels like, but I'm pretty sure it's close to vagina. That's just my perspective. That's just my perspective. I don't know.
It's got to be close.
And I've had partners who are better than others.
Yeah, but bad.
But the feeling is like you might want better interaction from the partner that you're getting, but the actual feeling of it it's
I don't want to get too technical,
but it's nothing like it.
Well, no, I mean
there are different. But I ain't never been
question of
No, yeah.
The feeling's the same, but the techniques can make a difference.
Techniques are all different, but the actual physical feeling is great. It's like just a warmth of
like laying in an open. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's like where like I guess the rest of your house is cold because it's cold outside, and you walk into that one warm room that you've had the heat on for all day. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can explain it. You're like, oh, I'm alright. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
And we're going to hell.
Oh well. No, this is grown-up talk, man.
Yeah, grown-up talk.
But you're about to be a grown-up, man.
Yeah,
So
you be 18, man.
This is what you should
Why you gotta tell people that? Like,
you know.
I am not associated with this, viewers. Okay. I didn't know they were going to talk about this. This was not planned. I don't know.
We're preparing you for the real world,
Yeah,
man. This is what's happening.
I'm not a part of this.
Get your engineer on. All right.
All right. Next question.
Kind of out of that
Okay.
Okay.
realm. I mean, still in, but y'all like vagina.
Yes.
Some better than others.
Yes. And if you don't, that's okay.
And if you
Yeah.
don't, it's okay.
You like? I ain't gonna say that.
We're not gonna go there.
Let me start.
Another episode.
So, what do? I'm gonna move out because we could stay on this. So now I know men like vagina. Vagina feels the same. Technique makes a difference.
Yes.
There you go. Technique and smell
Smell.
makes a difference.
Smell makes
sure.
a big difference.
Yes. Smell makes a big difference.
Smell like the James River. Move on.
I didn't know that as a youngster. I thought this is how it's supposed to smell. Yeah. I mean, but no, I didn't know. I was young. But move on. Yeah.
Do a guy feel like if he says "I love you" first, he's giving up some leverage in a relationship?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It's showing vulnerability in a man.
Too soon.
It's a natural instinct for a man to not be vulnerable because it's an animalistic nature for a man to be the apex, I would say. And if you're showing vulnerability, that means something can come attack you and take your position.
The alpha male.
So if I say that first, that means my walls are down. You can do whatever you want to me. That's basically what I'm saying when I say I love you.
Depends on your goals.
Well, it depends on your goals, but I mean, naturally.
I know where he going.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you should use it for that purpose.
No.
I mean, we gotta be honest. Though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, I mean,
but-
when you genuinely.
Oh, when you genuinely mean it?
Genuinely? Okay.
Oh!
Okay. All right.
Oh, when you genuinely
Not if you're trying to get your stuff.
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So the question is, y'all will use that
So,
just to get.
Some people.
yeah, it happens.
Has it ever backfired on you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it backfires.
Stage 5 clingers.
Yeah, sure. And you use it to get some, and the next thing you know, this one thinks you're in a relationship with him. And I should have known better than say that. But that was dumb. I was just trying to use whatever tool I had in my bag. When all my other tools failed to get that ass, I use this tool. But that tool has consequences and repercussions.
It does.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
So it's amazing the power of the pussy.
It's amazing the power of.
Oh, that's. Yeah.
I mean, people have fought countries
over that.
over a vagina.
Yeah.
No, the P word's fine.
Yeah.
Pussy. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But
Cable rating.
when you do mean it, it does. You are opening yourself up. You are saying, "I am vulnerable. I love you. I'm letting down my walls that the man puts up."
Yeah.
You know.
With that, does a fear come?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like with that fear makes y'all more hesitant in letting that wall down?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what fear does.
Well,
Yeah.
as Dave Chappelle said, the man is the hunter. When we let down that wall, we are not the hunter anymore. We're basically, it might not be true, but now that it seems like we're the prey. We've given up our strength, or our, you know what I'm saying?
Put our weapon down.
We've put our weapon down. We are not the hunter anymore. I submit. I love you.
Why they gotta be submission?
Because that's what it is.
I love you.
That's what it is.
Because men generally are the warriors.
Yes.
So when you constantly battle, fight, showing you the strongest one, and then you put your weapon down and say, "I love you" for a few minutes, that's like surrendering something. You don't know what's going on.
It's coming from a natural thing to where in nature and years ago where a man would have multiple wives. And so to shun all that and to say, "I love you and only you," that's giving up a lot of a man's self, and it's freaking scary.
Okay then, so Cliff,
Mm-hmm.
from the single standpoint,
He is single, ladies.
Mhm.
6'2" and
Chocolate.
like a mug.
he got
bald
a job.
head.
Got a job.
Yeah.
He's a good one. I vouch for him.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
All right.
So, with being single, I've been at the game for a long time. So, do you feel like it is different in developing relationships and love with females, ma'am?
Not really. I mean, a lot of your techniques change, right? You know, at this point, a lot of things you're not looking for. You shouldn't be looking for the same things you were looking for
At
when you were at 16, 17, 18, whatever the case may be. And again, like I said earlier, it's all about goals. Like, what are you looking for? What is she looking for? And when you match that up, man, that's a beautiful thing. But if you don't, yes, on to the next one. Man, you really don't have time to mess around now.
Yeah,
It's a different perspective.
it is. I
Okay.
agree.
Art,
Mm-hmm.
you've been married,
Yes, I have.
and in the process of
Mm-hmm.
kind of having to part ways,
Yep.
does that change your perspective on relationships? Do you think, are you going to be more guarded if somebody else comes into your life?
You ain't gonna never do that again.
But I mean, I talk a lot of shit, but
But
my natural instinct is to be more guarded. But I've seen the other side, and no, I'm not going to be more guarded. I'm just gonna. And it's not that, and it really, it's not that I chose wrong. It's just, and really, and to be honest, I didn't see everything that I know now. I didn't put forth the effort that I should have put. Just like she probably didn't put forth the same, vice versa. We both have faults, and I'm not going to put my guards down just because this didn't work out. I was once, before I got married, like I was meeting them, slaying them, that type of thing. But I've seen the other side, what it is to wake up with somebody every morning, and it's as much fun as I had out there wilding out with ladies and women, different women. It's nothing like waking up to the same woman every day. It's nothing like it. And so no, to answer your question, I'm not going to be more guarded. I'm just going to look and select carefully the next time, which that's just what it is. Yeah.
All right, Justin.
why would you ask me?
I don't know. We've been in this game for a long time.
Yeah, so you know my answers.
But the world doesn't know your answers.
Thanks, Art.
Yes, you're welcome.
And we do
yeah.
have a very open and honest relationship. So.
Hey, Art.
Hmm?
It's a movie came out, Band of Brothers. You might want to check it out.
You don't even know the question. Y'all
All right, what's the question?
All right.
Being the married person, that's what how do you feel like our marriage has changed and evolved in the way that you can continue this journey, or have you learned something in the scheme of?
I mean, it's always changing and evolving. Because your marriage doesn't stay the same from day one. It grows. There's good times, bad times. You learn from the bad times. You learn from the good times. Things happen. You keep on the journey, or y'all decide that, hey, we can't do this anymore. In my case, I feel like we keep on the journey. We have a good relationship. Got my boys out of it. Things happen. I mean, it's better as far as I can tell. It's a good relationship, unless you're telling me otherwise.
I'm not telling you otherwise.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, it's a good relationship. There you go.
And I think that's the thing with whether it's relationships, work, any type of thing you go through in life. You learn from the good, you learn from the bad, you repeat the things that are good, you do not repeat the bad, and therefore you will be successful. And that's the only way to be successful is repeat the actions of your own success.
Yeah. And at the end of the argument, she's pretty much right.
Oh,
Pretty much.
She's always right.
you know, she's illogical.
Even if she's wrong,
Emotionally logical, doesn't matter.
even if
always
she's wrong, she's right.
Which-
If she tells you, son, realest advice I can tell you. If she tells you 2 + 2 is 6, it is 6 in your house.
Which is the lesson that I have learned,
That's what it means.
and I will apply to my next
It is 6 in your house.
relationship.
And you might know it's not 6, but don't argue that it's not 6. Just, yeah, all right. You want peace, just, it's 6.
Yeah, it's 6, babe.
Yep.
Exactly. See, you learned already.
Smart young man.
You're going places.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for being open and honest.
You're very welcome.
And
Anytime.
I will just say this.
Mm-hmm.
Not all women operate the same. Not put us all in the same group. But when you do find a good one, if you don't know, the work that it took to get her is the work that it takes to keep her.
Learn that the hard way.
You can't start out showing platinum and diamonds as far as not just material things, but in your gestures and your love. And then 5-6 years of the game, you coming with some dang copper that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I put forth the copper first.
There you go. There you
And
go.
y'all grow together to the diamond.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. I got it.
So just remember that. And ladies, there's 2 in here single and 1 that's not. And the one that's not, his wife is crazy.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, so don't test that shit.
Facts. Facts. Firsthand. Facts.
Appreciate it,
Thank
Colin.
y'all. Now I know Vagina feels the same.
That's right.
Lady Mom.
Love
Well,
you,
this is
son.
Brews and Views. We'll be right back, but first we go. Just remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to get this thing going on and share our knowledge with the world. So yes, please like and subscribe. But we'll be right back. Yo, this is Art from the Brews and Views podcast. Please like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions or any topics you want to hit us up with, hit us at brewsandviewspod@yahoo.com. We're back with Brews and Views. We're breaking brews and talking about whatever is on the hot topic of our minds or the world today. I'm a little tight right now because I've been drinking all night, and I've been drinking this Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout that's 11%, and it is delicious. It's a little heavy. I don't know if anybody out here has been drinking, ever had a Dark Hollow, but it's a bourbon barrel. I love a bourbon barrel. If you don't know what that means it's Asian bourbon barrels. And it's delicious. It has a hint of the bourbon in it. It's a stout, so it's a heavy beer with, I guess, heavy hops. Heavy hops and barley. I don't know how it works, how they make it. Because I think all beer is made with hops and barley. Mm-hmm. But the stout, I don't know how they do it because it's darker and it's heavier. So I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I should look into it since I'm drinking it.
As well.
You should probably know what the fuck I'm drinking.
Maybe.
That's true.
You should go. But
Maybe
yeah,
we'll do that one episode and brew our own.
brew our own. Oh,
That sounds great.
I want to get a home brew kit.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to, you want to go in it, we'll get because they got cheap ones. We put some money in and get a little better one and brew our own beer and drink our own beer for Brews and Views. How that sound?
That sounds good.
That'll get much
sound
better
good.
than that.
Yeah.
That's a whole show. Brew
That's a
our own
whole
beer.
show
That's it.
right there.
That's it.
Brews and Views. I'm gonna stop drinking this in a second and drink a Bud Light Lime because I can't drink another one of these. I don't even know what ounce this is, but it's a pretty big bottle, and I'm feeling it. So I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Gotcha.
I see y'all still got the Jack and
Yeah,
and the Coors Light.
I'm talking to Jack Daniels, and well, now he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a Coors Light, but I also opened up the Christian Brothers.
Christian Brothers.
Christian Brothers and ginger ale, and yeah, these two dudes, we've had some fun nights.
It's a good family.
Yeah.
It's a good family, you know.
No, I had some bad nights messing with them brothers, man.
Yeah, them brothers, they'll do it to you.
Yeah, they do it to you. They drink it, so we've changed this to a little liquor. But it's all good. This is what we do. We just, drinking and talking about things that's going on in the world right now. I saw this thing on YouTube. It's a Girl Chat, which is a show.
Is it called Girl Chat?
It's called Girl Chat.
Oh, okay.
It's a bunch of women on stage without any logic checking what the fuck they're saying.
Gosh. Clearly going off the rails.
They go, so if you've ever watched The View or The Talk, this is Girl Chat, which is the same thing. It's women giving their opinion, which I'll put this out there.
You like women opinions?
I value a woman's opinion, but there should be some testosterone in there with some logic.
Wow.
Countering. What? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I was just amazed that you went there.
Whoa! I'm sorry. But here's the thing. It's like
this is Brews Reviews.
It's Brews Reviews. It's Brews Reviews. This is what I view.
Brews and guys' views.
But it's the same thing with.
We're not trying to offend any ladies out there. But,
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, no disrespect intended here for anybody.
I'm sorry. But it's the thing. If you feel a certain way about something, when you search on Google and YouTube, the average person searches for things they already believe. They're not searching for any counterpoint to what they believe, and that's what these shows are. It's just people talking, and they're generally all in consensus, and there's nothing to check or give a counterpoint to what they're believing. So I want to talk about this Girl Chat and Amanda Seales. And Amanda Seales is an actress. I would say she's a C-list actress. She's not even a B. She's on a show called Insecure on HBO, which is a good show. I watch it. I hate her character, but I'm sorry.
We're fair.
I'm sorry. I don't like her character on the show, but and as of seeing this I guess video of her talking about Jessie Smollett and his new charge that he got charged for filing a false police report, I'm guessing. Yeah. For that whole thing where he staged a
mega attack,
a hate crime.
A hate crime, and he said his attackers were wearing MAGA hats and walking around 20 below degree weather or whatever, how cold it was, with ropes and bleach in Chicago, which sounds outlandish to me from the get-go. But
I heard that.
her basic thing
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. But what she was saying is that, and these are the words, if it was a hoax, it was low-key noble. And how
is lying noble?
Lying, first of all,
Good question.
lying, and it doesn't matter the situation, the relationship, even though you think you lied to spare somebody's feelings or whatever, lying always is wrong.
Listen,
Thou shalt not lie.
Thou shalt not lie.
I mean, again, we try not to go down this road.
Yes.
We have a president
Yes.
that pretty much is untrue a lot.
Hmm?
And the words noble I've never seen associated with his name.
No.
I wouldn't do it. But that's just me.
I mean, I've never seen it associated with his name.
Yep.
Because when you lie, that's not being a stand-up person.
It's not. It doesn't matter the situation.
Nah.
A lie is never right.
Exactly.
And it's. I can't look off the top of my head. If I sat here and thought about it from now until tomorrow morning, I could never think of a reason that a lie is good except to save your own ass, which is not right because if you're trying to save your own ass, you did something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or trying to get something.
Or you're trying to get something. But it's. And for even though you can be a non-believer all you want, but a lie is of the devil. Call it the devil, call it whatever. It's fucking wrong.
That's true.
It's fucking wrong. It's just wrong. And Jessie Smollett or Juicy Smollett, as Dave Chappelle. It was great. By the way, if you I'm not here to plug other people's stuff, but you need to watch that last Dave Chappelle special where he goes in. But Juicy Smollett or Jessie Smollett lied and said that people, what did they do? They
put a noose around.
They put a noose around and poured bleach on him, and they whooped his ass, and it was white guys wearing MAGA hats. And I'm not the biggest supporter of Trump. I'm not any supporter of Trump, but if I'm trying to call awareness to Trump and whatever the hell he's going on, I'm not going to use lies to do it.
No,
I'm not going to do it. You don't have to.
Well, because then you're in his
territory.
Yes,
right. Yes, you are.
I mean, nobody tells a lie like 45.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Whether that's what he was trying to do, it seems like that might have been what he was trying to do with the MAGA hat shit. Y'all niggas are crazy. But it seems like that's what he was trying to do, or he was just trying to draw attention to himself. Because at the time that it happened, the show Empire that he was on was talking about letting him go, I think.
Well, I don't know if they were talking about letting him go. I think he wanted more money. I don't think they were going to give it to him.
So,
because Taraji P. Henson, which by the way, shout out to Taraji.
I fucking love her.
Taraji. Her and Terrence Howard are the stars of the show.
They are.
What it is.
So he was trying to get more money, and he thought that making some sort of thing that where he was the victim would make Fox feel sorry for him.
I guess. I don't know what his plan was, but
so it doesn't matter the situation,
right?
That was a dumbass thing to do.
Yes,
it was a dumbass thing to do. And this chick, Amanda Seales, is defending him on this girl chat show where nobody's checking these feelings, and she's saying things like, the system is just making, in so many words, the system is just making people want to have to pay. I'm sorry, but you cannot make up a crime this hits hard for me. I don't know. She's trying to say that the system is just trying to make people want to pay for any little old thing, and that's just not true. Cliff is writing me notes.
You ain't supposed to say it.
I know I'm not trying to say it, but I can't read right now because I'm fucking blitzed.
Okay. Well, you clearly got to edit some shit.
I can't read right now. What are you trying to tell me? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But she also brought up. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm sorry. Let's bring it back. Let's reel it back in. Reel it in, like she brought up the Emmett Till situation, where the I don't know if y'all don't know the story, you're fucking.
Damn, that's harsh.
You should read it. You should read it. It's a big story in history where Emmett Till whistled at a white woman, and this is what the 60s, 50s, 60s, somewhere back there, where he whistled at a white woman, and she told the cops that blah blah blah, and they arrested him and beat the fuck out of his ass for whistling at a white woman. And
it happened in
1955. And years later, the accused woman, said that she made it up, and she did not go to jail. So so Amanda Seales is saying, being that woman isn't in jail, that Jessie Smollett.
Call that man by
I'm sorry, I can't. Dave Chappelle made it up for me.
Jessie Smollett.
Jessie Smollett, whose sister is on Roll Bounce.
Yes.
Yeah. But he made that up, so therefore he should get off, which is a dumbass argument because I understand where she's trying to go, but it's a whole different situation, a whole different time period, a whole different city. If Jessie Smollett did the same thing that this woman did in the same place that Emmett Till did it, then yes, he should get off because it was a false police report. But we're talking about 2020, and it was a dumbass thing to do.
It was.
Well, I think him and that lady should be locked up. I don't care that she's 80 years old.
It don't matter what they. Yes,
Still,
yes.
if you make something up, false police report, you should be locked up.
And just think, if those two Nigerian guys that he was texting with and that he carried out this hoax with got rounded up the police the way that police round up black people these days, how it would have turned out.
It could have been bad.
It could have been bad.
Very bad.
Amanda Seales is saying that nobody got hurt. Yes, but it could have been. It was a dumb ass thing to do, and you should not do it. I don't care the reason for it. There is no reason to lie.
Yeah.
Lying is evil.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
If you do something, you stand by it.
Yeah.
And you don't. And if you didn't do anything, you don't make up some shit to make a point. You don't do it.
It's rough.
It's fucking rough. And I just have a problem. This whole story, man.
It's rough.
And they said so one. And then I'll let y'all go. But the one girl on the panel of this girl chat talk show said, so what did she say? She said, so if it was a hoax, why do you think that these comedians and people are making fun of Jessie Smollett? And Amanda Seales says because he's gay. And see, now we're going into something else.
No.
That's not why they're making fun of him.
No. We don't even need to go. We touched on that topic last week. We don't even need to go down that road.
I don't think so.
No. But that's not why they're making fun.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. He lied.
He lied. He made up an outlandish story.
Yeah.
He went on. It's one of them talk shows where
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America, and he's sitting there and this, that, and blah 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 blah.
And then filed a false police report, or actually lied to them, so that they could take a false report.
False report.
So yes, the comedians are going to get on it. Black culture. Comedians are going to make jokes on whatever's happening at any time.
You know, when it comes to comedy, there are no limits.
There's always some truth, a little bit of truth in their jokes.
Which is the point they missed with that whole question. The comedian's going to talk about whatever's trending and whatever they can make a joke out of.
That's right.
They're just trying to make a joke. It doesn't matter what it is. They don't care that he's gay. What the they don't care. Nobody cares.
No.
So to bring that out it's a little...
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. And I don't know. I'm just sad to see that this is where it's going to. We're just defending people just because they look the same or whatever. I'm sorry, a crime is a crime. And now we're getting into the whole don't snitch type of thing.
And that's a... Yeah, we'll have to...
We're gonna keep it going. It's so this whole don't snitch thing in case you don't know, if you're listening and you don't know, we are 3 black men. But
if you couldn't tell,
but in this culture, there's this whole don't snitch thing. It doesn't matter the crime. somebody could get murdered on your block, and you could seen who did it, and we would not snitch. And it really goes back to olden times, or not even olden times, but before we were.
Yeah, back in the 30s, 40s,
Yes.
50s.
You did not want to. You didn't want to put your people under that.
Yeah, you didn't want to tell the police at that time because in the black communities, the police wasn't there to serve and protect.
That's right. They were not our friends.
But
and still aren't.
Well, they still, to an extent, but just to say that all police aren't there to serve and protect is
wrong.
Is totally false.
Some are better at their jobs than others,
and that's in any industry.
Yes,
I work with people. Some are better than others. Some McDonald's employees are better than others. Some are better than others.
There's some racist cops. There's racist lawyers. There's racist judges.
There's racist presidents.
That's right.
Yes, there is.
Also true. There's a racist congressman. There's racist everybody.
Everywhere.
But to paint the whole industry of whatever it is they're doing as racist is wrong.
Yes.
And so therefore nowadays, if you see a crime, especially a heinous crime versus like murder or something like that, I'm sorry. Don't snitch is out the fucking window. Yeah. If somebody kills somebody, it doesn't matter the reason. Killing is finite.
Yeah.
There's
no coming back from it.
And it's hard to say, but it doesn't matter what happened before then. The worst possible thing could happen to you if you go out and you exact revenge with murder. That makes you just as bad.
Yeah. And
so therefore, no snitching is a problem that we're facing in the black community. Not so much in my neighborhood because I'm in a middle class.
Yeah.
You know, a middle class.
I got two points on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number one, the no snitching thing. Me personally, like if I see a crime, I'm not gonna run out and run to the police and I seen him, he did it. That's not me. But I ain't gonna lie, if a cop came and asked me, did you see something? Yes. I'm probably gonna tell what I saw.
Well,
this
is what I saw. This is what happens, sir.
Yeah. The second point on it, where your point where killing is finite. Well, I think, and this is my personal opinion, I'm about to offend some younger people here, but my personal opinion is a lot of this younger generation, they shoot first because they can't fight.
Not tough at all.
So they shoot first because they're afraid to take our ass with them.
They do.
That's just a sidebar here and there is what we talk.
There is some truth to that.
Yeah, thank you. But because I can fight. I've whooped some ass. I've taken some ass whooping.
We took accountability.
Yeah.
And there's no more of that today.
Right.
Whole nother topic.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we got you.
Well, it used to be, you fight, you win, you got your point across, you lost, you saw his point. Pretty much, whether you were right or wrong in the beginning,
you saw his.
When you got your ass whooped, you saw his point, and that was it. So, but now they take it farther than that. And if you're taking it farther than that, you're absolutely wrong. Because if you murder somebody, no matter the situation, I don't care what. Look, there's some heinous shit that's happened to people's families and things. But if you exact revenge in the same way, you're no better than they are.
Right.
And you should get. I don't say you should run to the cops and say, "Yo, I know what happened to this motherfucker." But like you said, if somebody asks you,
they ask you.
This dude, I saw him do it. This is that because people, you have to pay. This is the way the universe works. What you put out, you're gonna get back. You're gonna get back. If you do some harm to somebody, the system is gonna harm you back, and that's just the way it is.
What is your take on the snitching, Cliff?
Yeah, well, straight up, you don't do it.
Right.
I mean, that's how we were raised.
Yeah.
Number one. Back to what you had said about, you weren't gonna run to the cop, but if he came to you, I was feeling some of that. And being older now, that's the right thing to do.
Right.
Let me say that.
Yeah. I know where you're going.
But like I said, the way we grew up,
Yeah.
some people aren't gonna, I guess, make that evolution.
They're not.
And they're just gonna stick to don't snitch, like period.
Yeah. Because
don't do it.
Because when I was younger, I would have been one of those that I ain't seen shit. Shut the door.
Right, and that was it. And you were saying that to any and everybody.
Yes. Now I'm a little older. I got kids. I got my wife. I've grown up a little bit. And, I would probably. Now, still not, like I said, I'm still not going to run down the street. Mr. Officer. I ain't going to do none of that.
We're not going to do that. But let's transition that to. So, y'all crazy. So, watch this documentary on Netflix called Who Killed Malcolm X?
Yeah.
And what the basic thing that it boils down to is the police, the FBI, and the Nation of Islam had a hand in his murder.
Yeah.
And it was a black person or a group of black people within the Nation of Islam that actually carried out the murder, and they were from a Newark, New Jersey mosque.
Yeah.
That did it. And when the guy who was doing this documentary went to interview these people,
It was an open secret.
you mean the guy with the shotgun? Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Or, well, let's just leave that where it is, to where they were not telling the truth on an important person getting murdered. Malcolm X, believe him, like him or not, was an important figure in our history, and not just black people's history.
All of history.
All of history. When we talk about, which is a whole nother topic, Black History Month, to where we keep learning about Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, and Rosa Parks. There's more people to learn about in Black history, and Malcolm X was one of those guys. And if you don't know, you should go back and learn the whole history of him, because you will have a different light if you did not like him. But the fact that the murderer came from New York, New Jersey, and people aren't willing to talk about it, even though the whole city or the whole town or whatever Newark is did not want to talk about it. It's a little disheartening. Like I said, I don't mean to promote Netflix or whatever, but I'm a
good documentary.
I'm a documentary dude. I love documentaries. No matter, it's got these murder documentaries, and actually, we'll come back to this next week or whatever. The McDonald's Monopoly shit.
Yeah.
That's a good documentary on HBO.
Yeah.
But this Malcolm X thing is pretty good. But it goes down to the fact that the don't snitch because it's your neighborhood or your family is a big thing.
That whole city didn't know snitch.
The whole city. And the guy went and interviewed a bunch of people in Newark, New Jersey, and they all knew who this guy was.
Yeah.
And they all basically knew that he killed Malcolm X, and they didn't want to talk about it.
Except for one person, act like he didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't even know if we want to say his name.
Yeah, you do.
The senator from New Jersey.
Yes, Cory Booker.
Yes.
Cory Booker, I'll put his name out there. Cory Booker, the senator from New Jersey who was running for president, who dropped out, thank God, because he would have been a terrible fucking president.
He acted like he was surprised.
Yeah.
When they said the guy was from Newark. Did you hear that? And he went, no, you're breaking news to me.
Yeah, you're breaking news to me.
Everybody else in the city knew.
This guy was the dude was in a Cory Booker campaign commercial. And Cory Booker's like, no. This is why I can't believe a thing a politician says. Just sorry, son of a bitch. Sorry, son of a bitch. But just be all like, yeah, you know what? I knew that dude. I did not know that that's what he did.
Just say
You didn't know that's what he did, and I was like, okay, you didn't know what he did, because who the fuck knew that's what they did?
Just use the Bill Clinton technique.
Come on.
Just be like, allegedly.
That made too much sense.
But,
Just say, yeah, I knew, I heard it, but allegedly.
and that's why Cory Booker's sorry ass is not pulling now.
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Funny but true.
It's funny but true. But the whole thing is this is a big thing of a murder, and all these people are keeping it secret, and history should know what went on.
Well, but it's the same. There's brothers on the street every day that get murdered, and it's the same principle. When the cops ask who did it, nobody know anything. Everybody on the streets know who did it, but nobody will tell the cops.
It's part in fear, and it's part in not wanting to put another black man in jail.
Right.
But I'm sorry, if you're murdering people,
Right.
you belong in jail.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We got a friend and
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I mean, if you witness the crime, if you have information to help and you don't use it, then you're now a part of the problem.
Yeah.
You are a part of the problem.
But that's what I'm saying. The documentary exposed the secret of no snitching to Malcolm X. But
How many
people die on the streets, get killed, and nobody say anything to the cops, but the whole neighborhood know who did it? I mean, we all grew up together.
Yeah.
There's people that got shot that we know, that all of us know who did it.
Yes, we do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There's a few fucking people. It's weird.
We all know who did it.
Yeah.
But how many? Did anybody run to the police at that time
No.
and tell them? No. But the whole hood know.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
You don't snitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that I'm older, I realize, damn, that's kind of fucked
That's
up.
fine, fucked up. Because a family lost a person.
Right.
They're grieving and stuff, and then they have no closure because the killer is running out there doing whatever.
Yeah.
When it could have been, we could give them closure, and closure is a big thing. And that's in a relationship.
Anything.
That's
Anything in life.
a closure. You have to be able to say, you know what, this is what it is. This is where it ends, and now I can move on. And some people can't move on because there's no closure, because people will not snitch. And I'm using air quotes, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know somebody that allegedly killed somebody, and 2 weeks later, they in a party, dancing and having fun with some of that person that they killed's family. And the whole hood knew, but nobody said anything.
that shit was wild.
Yeah.
That shit was wild, son. But we're not I'm sorry, I'm drunk. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is, we're gonna wrap this segment up. But no snitching is not a good thing.
No, not at all.
Is what we're saying. If somebody does crime, if somebody is lying, especially murder, they have to be held accountable, and you have to have the no fear in your own self to bring that shit forward, because murder is absolute wrong.
But and the other part in that too is, like as we said earlier, Cliff, we've grown up and matured. When you young and dumb and you run in the streets, you don't really think along those lines.
Doesn't make it right. I mean, you should.
You should.
We weren't right when we didn't do
You
it.
should, but that was.
But you grow. You learn.
You know, we all grew up under those hood rules. We knew all the hood rules.
We did.
And
Young people stupid as shit.
yeah, we was once one.
We were there once.
Young, dumb, and full of cum. They said,
Yeah.
take my lunch money and shoot dice with it.
Yeah.
Instead of buying food, I'm shooting dice with my lunch money.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Some days you ain't good. Some days you ain't good at all. There's a chance you took.
Hey, but you learned how to budget though.
You did.
If you was down to a quarter, you figured out what you could eat for a quarter.
That's right.
You learned how to budget well.
You did.
You learned how to hustle. Because my wife was on earlier, but me and her talked about this before. Our kids, thankfully, didn't grow up like that. They didn't grow up the way we grew up. And
I don't think I would want to.
Shut up. There's some pros and cons to that. Because we always talk about that this generation ain't exactly the most common sense or street smart. They don't have that. Now they're very book smart. They're very, very book smart.
Some are.
Yeah, true. But common sense and the street smarts to know how to navigate if you out in the streets or if you out at the court, they don't really have that.
No, they're not. Excuse my word, because I'm not supposed to use this word, but the motherfucker.
Damn it,
I'm sorry.
they just don't have street sense.
They don't have it. They don't have it.
They didn't grow up.
They didn't grow up in the streets.
Yeah.
Because nowadays you don't have, for the most part, unless you're really in the hood, you don't have to grow up in the streets.
Right.
Because most people have made it out.
Right. There are some that do.
They do.
Yeah.
There are some that, we don't want to turn a blind eye to them.
That's true.
You only know what you're taught.
Right.
And if your parents aren't teaching you the right thing, or you might not have internet access, you might not search the right things or see the right things on cable. If you don't have cable, you don't see anything else.
Right.
You only know what you know. What you see. And really, there has to be a bigger responsibility of the people that do know to stop talking about things that need to change or whatever, and need to go out in the actual places where people don't know and change it for them. Show them something different.
Right.
So, that's crazy, man. So
Yes, it is.
yeah. But that's all I got for this segment. If y'all got anything, I'm a little drunk right now. We'll be back in a second with some more brews and views.
Yo, this is Just from Brews and Views. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page. And if you would like to contact us for questions or maybe topics you would like to hear, hit us up at brewsandviewspod@yahoo.com. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's segment 3 of Brews and Views. I'm a little tight right now. I'm with Just, Cliff, and this big head engineer with a snapback on because young people wear snapbacks. I don't know. We wear fitted back in our day.
Look, I got a fitted on.
You got a fitted hat right there. These young cats wear snapbacks. He got a fitted too. Cliff got a fitted too. Born in the 70s, we wear fitteds. This giant head engineer, young buck over here wearing a snapback. I don't know what that is, but we're back with Brews and Views. Drinking brews, talking about things. I'm tight right now. I've been drinking all night. I finished my Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Stout. Now I've lightened it up with a little piss water called Bud Light Lime.
You call it piss water.
That's accurate.
Yeah. I see Justin's glass is full with, what is that?
Bud Light Lime.
Bud Light Lime with some more piss water. Cliff's drinking the piss water too.
I'm still drinking Christian Brothers.
Oh, see, now you're talking. You're drinking Christian Brothers. But we back for another segment. And what I want to get into right now is, if you've been keeping up with the sports and baseball, I know all y'all might not watch baseball, but I do. A lot of us do, especially during playoff time. But
everybody watches.
Playoff baseball is great. If you go to a game, baseball is phenomenal. Baseball live is great, But even so on TV,
Anything live.
anything is live is great. Playoff hockey, playoff, football, basketball, whatever, is great.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
But wrestling, yes, wrestling is great. I've seen it 3 times at the Coliseum, and I don't even watch wrestling, but I've seen it there.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about some baseball right now, and the big thing and spring training just started. Pitchers and catchers are reporting to camp, and they're getting a lot of questions asked about the Astros and their sign stealing technology. I would say. Oh, there's an ESPN thing there,
Right.
but sign stealing, which it happens.
Yes, it happens.
It happens all the time, especially when I don't know if y'all know about baseball. When second base is right behind the pitcher's mound, and the pitcher's mound is right in front of the catcher, and the catcher's putting down signs of what pitch is coming and where it's coming, and a lot of times the guy on second base, if there's a guy there, they signal,
Right.
this is what pitch is coming. Well, the Astros had took it upon themselves to expand on that and put a camera at their home field in center field to let them know what's coming. And the camera goes to the dugout, where the dugout sees the pitch that's coming on the camera, and they bang on a trash can with 1 or 2 or 3 mini bangs to let the batter know what's coming. And it's a little disingenuous if that's the
It's cheating at its finest.
On a whole nother level.
Look, it's one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. Now, and as bad as people might look upon the steroid era in baseball, to where the batters were taking steroids and hitting the ball in the park, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds allegedly, because he really hasn't been found out of anything.
Right. That's right.
They were hitting the ball at the park. At the same time,
his head got big.
his head got big as head. He was strong as shit. He was 41 years old, looking like a wrestler, but he never got found out. But
I found out.
yeah, I found out that motherfucker was juiced. He was juiced as shit. But
Nobody head go 3 sizes as an adult.
But even if you're taking steroids, you still need to put the bat on the ball. To where if a batter is in the box and knows where the pitch is coming, and I don't know if y'all have ever watched baseball before, but these pitchers are phenomenal. They can put that ball wherever they want to put it.
Literally.
You know where it's going.
At 90 to 100 miles an hour, and it's hard to hit that bitch. So if it breaks, it moves. Even a fastball moves a lot. A fastball is doing one of these little fishtail type of things, and it's moving all over the place. So if the batter knows where the pitch is coming, and they know what pitch is coming, it's easier to hit.
It's a whole lot easier.
And the Astros won 2 World Series off of sign stealing, and one of them
got 2 World Series.
They didn't win. They got
Yeah,
them. Yeah. And one of the players, Jose Altuve, who's about my height, 5'7". He might be even shorter. That's a small dude looking up there when you look at him.
Mm-hmm.
But so here's the thing: he won the MVP, but he hit with a great batting average at home.
That's right.
Where they were sign stealing, and he hit terribly or average on the road.
Yes.
And so it's a very bad thing.
Yes, it is.
And they fired the general manager. Well, not general manager. The general manager from the Astros,
and
the coach of the Astros, and one of the players on the Astros who went to coach the Mets.
Yeah.
Red Sox.
Oh well, no, Red Sox. Joey Corey, who was on the staff of the Astros, he got fired.
Yeah.
But Carlos Beltran, who was a player on the first Astros World Series team, he took the Mets job. They fired him too.
That's right.
Just check this out though, because I just looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Altuve
Mm-hmm.
at home during the postseason, Okay, during 2017, he batted 472.
Hold up.
Wow.
Hold up. He batted what?
In the 2017 postseason at home, his batting average was 472. He had 17 hits, 6 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Hold on. Away, he batted 143. 5 hits, 1 home run, and 2 RBIs.
Wow.
Now, for you baseball people or people who don't know baseball, the 4 is a percentage. It's 4. It's
Man, that's if he's
it's basically 40. So when you say 472, that means he's batting 47%. 47% of the time the ball comes to the plate, he is hitting that bitch into the field and making it on base. And
143.
143.
Wow.
He's 140. So 14% of the time he's making it on base away. So that's a big discrepancy.
I got Carreras right here too.
Yeah.
Carrera at home, he hit 371, 13 hits, 3 home runs, and 10 RBIs.
Now,
Away, he hit 211, 8 hits, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs.
now, to put this in context, there's only been a couple people who have hit 400 for an entire season, and if you hit 400,
Still in the postseason.
yeah, this is postseason. But if you hit 400, you are phenomenal. If you hit 350, you're great. If you hit 300, you're a good baseball player.
Sure.
If you hit 275, I'm gonna sign you and give you some money. But 100 away, 140 something away is what you said.
Yes.
So that lets you know
You
that the
just sent it back to the minors.
yes, the sign stealing paid off,
Oh my
and
God.
it's terrible. And so one of the players
It is worse.
It is worse.
McCann in the 2017 postseason. At home, he had a 300 batting average, 9 hits, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. Do anybody care to bet what his away batting percentage was?
Under 1.
I'm with Art.
Yeah. He hit .037. That was his batting average. 1 hit, 0 home runs, and 0 RBIs away from home.
Now, mind you, out of football, basketball, baseball, and hockey, home field advantage is the least effective
Baseball.
in baseball.
Mhm.
So just to throw that out there for you. So the stealing of the signs, of knowing where the pitch is coming and what pitch is coming, played a major factor.
Yes.
And so one of the coaches who was he wasn't the head coach, but in the first World Series of the Astros, went on to coach the Red Sox, who won a World Series with the sign stealing against, and actually the same team that lost twice to the Astros and the Red Sox from sign stealing. And so the coach got fired off the Red Sox, and that's where we stand now. But
What an idiot.
it's terrible, and so I used to wonder why, because I watch a lot of playoff baseball because I'm a baseball player. I used to play baseball, but Clayton Kershaw is a pitcher for the Dodgers, the most dominant pitcher all season.
Yeah.
He gets through the playoffs of the National League and dominates. He gets to the Astros, and all of a sudden these guys are teeing off of him when he plays in Houston. It's
And now he's known as a choker.
It's the worst cheating thing. It's worse than steroids, because in steroids you still have to make contact with the ball. And granted, Major League wanted steroids to happen.
They did.
Because it drew up ratings. So that's neither here nor there. It's a very, very, very bad thing, and you can't take. I swear, you can't take what the Astros did for the past 4 seasons. 4 seasons they were really good.
Yeah.
For what they did.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. usually when it comes to sports, I'm not in favor of vacating championships. But I think in this case, it's warranted.
It's fucking warranted.
No, because, when you're talking about college basketball, if they have an ineligible player or someone who received benefits, that's a whole nother topic. But you still have to go play the games, and we know what we saw.
You have to play the games with no advantage.
Right, with no advantage.
Yeah.
In this case, they had a clear advantage.
Yes, they did.
And, you can't award the championship to the other team, true indeed, but you must vacate it. Because you have to.
At the very least, an asterisk.
Yeah.
No, you've got to vacate it.
Just take it away.
That's something's gotta happen.
You can't let everyone involved with that enjoy the benefits of calling themselves champions for those seasons.
Because
can't.
They cheated the whole season.
They did
to get the championship.
They did,
and which leads me to this. So these guys, Justin Verlander. Well, he's a pitcher, but Jose Altuve, and I forget the other guy's name. They had three actually. Their top 6 batters were were phenomenal.
They actually weren't a bad team without that.
Yes, but so
if you know what pitch is coming, I could be a great batter if you tell me
exactly where it's coming.
Curveball coming on the outside of the plate. I could be a great batter.
So what it's bringing me to is these stats of this past 4 years, basically. Is it going to keep them? Should it keep them out of the Hall of Fame when we have a guy named Pete Rose, who is? I've seen the tapes. I wasn't alive when he was playing. Didn't watch him live, but all accounts was one of the best baseball players I've ever seen in my life as far as highlights. Charlie Hustle, they call him. Betted on baseball, but he betted on his team to win. He did not bet on his team to lose, which means he did not fix the game in any way. He betted on his team to win. He was gambling. He's being kept out of the Hall of Fame forever, basically.
Agreed. There should be some punishment for that, but to keep the man out when he is quite obviously one of the best players to ever play the game is a crime in itself.
It's a crime in itself. And so, is the cheating? In my opinion, cheating like that, like the Astros did, is worse than betting on your team to win.
Yes,
me personally, I think what the Astros did is worse than steroids.
It's worse than steroids.
It is.
And it's not a lifetime ban. They're banning this man
because, steroids. Okay, yes, Hitter might have been on steroids. A lot of the pitchers were taking steroids. So, you don't really know who was, both of them on steroids.
Look, I need to take steroids because the pitcher's on steroids. I need to catch up with this ball that this strong
when the entire team has a whole electronic system to cheat the game.
Yeah. It's terrible.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. And I don't know where they're going to go on. I look forward. I'm going to watch me an Astros game just to see if the team. Well, first, if opposing fans are booing, which they are going to boo, but is the opposing pitcher going to throw a ball at the batter's head? Because in baseball, more than any other sport, there is get back.
That's a whole nother.
That's
a whole nother one.
Baseball players get back at when they feel slighted.
They police themselves.
They police themselves more than any other sport that I've ever seen, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Even Dusty Baker said he hopes MLB will crack down on people trying to take shots at the
Dusty Baker, the old 70-year-old black man who's going to come out of retirement to coach the Astros and deal with this booing that he's going to get in every city on the road that he goes to.
He had no part of it.
Nothing.
Yes.
And while we're at it, shout out to the Nationals for being able to overcome.
So that's another thing I was going to get to. How good were the Nationals?
Shout out to them
to get past that. The Washington Nationals won the World Series last year in 2019. While the Astros presumably were stealing signs at home?
Well, from what I read, the reports, they said that they were changing up their own signals during the game
because it was widely known that the Astros were doing this. So, which brings me to another point of the non-snitching. How did it get this far?
According to everything I read, the entire baseball world knew they were cheating.
So how did it get this far?
Because nobody went and told.
Because there's no snitching on your people.
Until, what was his name? Fears or
whoever he got traded to another team or signed with another team or something, and he spilled the beans. I mean, yeah.
You're talking about legacies and championships and rings and money. This money comes along with championships too, and nobody's saying anything.
Think about how we think about Kershaw. Yeah. I mean, he's an excellent pitcher.
Kershaw is fucking phenomenal.
And his postseason legacy was tarnished due to cheating.
It's tarnished because I think he played the Astros twice.
I don't know.
I know it was once.
But the people are looking down on Kershaw because he's not big in the postseason. One, because he played the Astros.
Or they're calling him a choker.
Well, but that's
against a team that was cheating.
Altuve has an MVP. Should we be? Should that be taken?
It should be taken.
It should. Like I said, usually in any sport, I'm usually pro player, but in this instance, it should be taken.
So it's 162 games of baseball. Half of that, which I don't even know what that is because I can't do the math right now because I'm drinking.
81.
Good job, Cliff. Cliff comes through with the math when we're drinking. Nice. So 81 games, he knew what pitch was coming, which gave him the MVP.
Yes.
This short little 5, he's shorter than me, and I'm short. Oh my God, man.
They won 107 games the year they won the title. They won 107. How many of those did they win at home? I don't know.
I don't know. But that's why baseball, and look, I'm a baseball guy. It's a great sport. It's a sport where one guy gets up the plate and has to hit the ball with 9 people trying to catch that bitch. It's pretty tough.
Well, that's why it's the only sport in the world that you could be less than 50%
and you be good.
Yeah.
And they're shitting all over that.
They are.
Oh my God. So hopefully this year coming up, well, it probably will not be any of that. At least with electronic devices. We'll go back to stealing signs like we're supposed to with eyeballs.
Did you know that they share a spring training facility with the Nationals? How ironic is that?
I hope a fight breaks out. I hope a fight breaks out with some DDTs and some LOD on the top rope, not clothesline.
I'm here for that.
I hope that happens.
Yeah, the Nationals are on one side of the facility and they're on the other side.
I hope the Royal Rumble starts right then and there.
And I hope the Astros are rubbing in like, y'all sorry motherfuckers, y'all try to cheat and we beat the shit out y'all. Well,
you mean the Nationals?
The Nationals. Yeah. They didn't beat the shit out of them, but it was close. It was a close area. Yeah. But
they beat them. That's how they matters.
But they beat cheaters. I'm
they
okay
beat
with
cheaters.
You
cheated and you still lost.
Yeah.
You deserve it though.
But I hope. Well, actually, I don't know. But all y'all should listen, or not listen, but watch some Astro games whenever they come on TV to see if the
must see TV now.
To see if the opposing pitcher throws a ball at one of their heads, because it's going to happen.
Every home game for the Astros is going to be must-see TV this year.
Yeah.
Baseball more than any other sport is about retaliation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And hockey. Hockey, they do some retaliation there too.
But in hockey, they just straight fight.
Yeah, they just straight fight. But baseball is about retaliation.
It's legal. That's like Cedric the Entertainer said. That's why black people don't play hockey.
Because you can check someone and I can fight them afterwards.
We settle a lot of differences right now.
Yeah, like
he said, black people don't play hockey because we be out there skating without a stick, just looking for a fight.
That's the thing. It's crazy because baseball, like I said, you hit a home run and you taunt the pitcher, but it's like the 9th inning and you don't see him for another 2 months. Mm-hmm. That pitcher remembers that shit.
Yes, he does.
Or the team remembers it. And the next time you see that guy hitting, he throws a ball at your head.
100 miles an hour.
100 miles from now. It's crazy that they do that, but baseball is one of those retaliatory.
Close
Just
enough.
think
I know what it is.
how hard a hard ass baseball is coming to your damn head.
I play baseball. That ball is hard.
And if somebody throw 100 miles an hour at your head, that's gotta be.
When I played, we threw 60 to 70, and that shit was tough. So I can only imagine 90 to 100 how that feels hitting you upside your head or in your
It probably
shin.
hurts.
Yes, it does hurt.
Yeah.
Thanks for the commentary on your snapback.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, Altuve gave an apology. I'm using air quotes. Is I guess somebody forced him to come out and say
Yeah,
this.
it's bullcrap.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
Bloomberg apologized for stopping Frisk too. I don't buy that shit.
Well, now you know where we stand.
which I want to get into next week. Or we can get into it now, but
We'll say that
We'll
for
say it
next
next
week.
week. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course they wheeled Dusty Baker out and he said players displayed tremendous remorse.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Sure they do.
Everybody shows remorse when they got caught.
Oh no. They show remorse when they've got immunity.
Yeah. Because the players did not get punishment.
No,
It was
no.
only the coaches.
Bregman apologized on behalf of the team.
Because he had immunity.
Listen to this.
Did anyone without immunity apologize?
No, Dusty Baker.
Who wasn't involved?
Yeah.
I feel bad for Dusty Baker.
But listen to this.
Oh, boy.
This ain't really an apology. But this is Bregman. This is his apology. It says, quote, "I've learned from this and I hope to regain the trust of baseball fans. I would also like to thank the Astro fans for all their support. We as a team are totally focused on moving forward to the 2020 season."
Yeah,
Of course you are.
I bet you are.
What else are you going to say?
Yes, you are. You're
Yeah.
sorry, son.
That's a media trained answer.
Exactly.
What are you supposed to say?
And here's Altuve says the whole Astros organization and the team feel bad for what happened in 2017.
They feel bad they got caught.
It says, "We especially feel remorse for the impact on our fans in the game of baseball." Now,
Whoa. They feel more for their fans? How about the team they cheated out of this shit?
The fans don't feel bad. They're celebrating the championship.
and I mean, let's.
Alice Cora took the same fucking system to Boston and beat the same team.
But
How about any remorse for the Dodgers? No.
what we fail to realize in there is he said we feel bad and feel remorse for what happened in 2017.
Oh.
This shit ain't stopped in 2017.
No, it didn't.
No, because so what they should say, we feel bad about 2017. We feel bad that the Red Sox and Alex Cora won the shit in 2018. Or I think, the Red Sox won in last year. Nationals won, but 18 the Red Sox won with Alex Cora, who was on the Astros staff in 2017 when they did the same shit and was one of the main guys doing it.
No. What they feel bad for is that a team found out they were cheating
Yeah.
and found a way to overcome that.
And a dude snitched on him. They probably
That's what they feel bad about.
Snitching is good.
that.
No, that's the whole.
They say he snitched on him because he wanted to stay with the Astros and he either got traded or signed with another team or something. And when he left, he spilled the beans.
That's why when you're doing crime,
Yeah.
you gotta take care of your people.
You should have re-signed him.
If you're gonna do crime, you take care of your people
Yeah.
because they will snitch on you.
Not that we're advocating crime.
No, we're not advocating crime, but
If you're
I'm
gonna
watching
do
those
it,
gangster
don't be
movies to know.
stupid. If you're gonna do it, don't be stupid.
But take care of your people.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, evidently.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's all we got for Brews and Views this week. Remember to like and subscribe and share. We'll be back next time with some more interesting topics. Hopefully with some comedy and some vulgarity. I would definitely provide that.
There's usually vulgarity. We don't plan on it, but it usually happens.
Yeah.
This is Brews and Views, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, it's your boy Big Cliff from Brews and Views. Please like and subscribe our YouTube page. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, or maybe even any topics you want us to discuss, please hit us up at brewsandviewspod@yahoo.com. Peace.